Cancer, welcome to a Yours and Theirs reading for the week of July 14th through the 20th. Welcome to Empowered World Tarot. This is a new channel. My name is Holly Christine. And let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Cancer and their person's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. We'll be doing clarifiers. We'll pull some advice cards and an oracle card at the end. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Exchange those energies as necessary. And let's see what's going on. Okay, something flipped. There we go. Page of Swords. Five of Swords, yeah. And the Chariot. Your person is showing up. The Fool. The Eight of Pentacles. And the King of Swords. In the shared energies, the Ten of Swords. The Two of Wands. And the Tower. The overall energy for your reading, Cancer. The Three of Cups. And what brings us to this specific reading today, the Ace of Swords. The opportunity for truth and clarity and to be able to take new action based on that truth. All right. So before we pull the clarifiers, let's take a look at the baseline for a minute. You're showing up, Page of Swords, Five of Swords, the Chariot. You're taking another look at something, preparing, watching, learning. And once you learn whatever it is you want to learn, which is probably this truth and clarity information, you'll be ready to take action. What kind of action? Looks like you're going to fight for something. You're going to fight for what you want, to reach a goal as quickly as possible, and you're willing to make sacrifices to do it, even if you have to sacrifice relationships. Your person is showing up, the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. They're ready for a new beginning, a new adventure of some sort. It may be tied up to work with the Eight of Pentacles here. Doesn't have to be work, but what it is for sure is putting repetitive energy into building something stable here, whether it's a skill, whether it's something on the job, or whether it's just showing that they're doing something repetitively. I think it might be tied up to work, though. The King of Swords is next, and that is a very logical decision maker right there. Possibly professional, logical type decisions. So, in the shared energies, Ten of Swords, Two of Wands, the Tower, there's an ending here. And it's a painful ending in the shared energies. You guys are both thinking about your futures coming up. And there's some shocking epiphanies in the end here with the Tower. Unexpected jolts that we're going to learn about. Okay, the overall energy, the Three of Cups. This is communing with others in good times, celebrating. Okay, let's see what's going on. We'll start out by clarifying that Three of Cups. Communing with others. What's that about, Spirit? What does Cancer and their person need to know about this Three of Cups? Who's communing and what are they celebrating? Waiting for the flyers. There it is. And we have the Seven of Cups. Ooh, the Three of Cups again. And the Ace of Swords, repeating energies twice. Wow. The overall and the underlying reason that we're here are already repeating. And what brings us to this little lineup? The Page of Cups. Okay, well, somebody's feeling hopeful about this. There's no doubt about that. Looking at options and choices about who we commune with, what we're communing about. And it's just a whole bunch of get-togethers. Three of Cups, Three of Cups. Maybe we're out partying with friends. Maybe we're meeting new lovers. I don't know. But there's a lot of choices on the table, a lot of options. And we're going to find out some truths about these communions. The overall energy of this reading. Interesting. We will refer back to this and see how it makes sense and how we can apply it, because it doesn't look like it has anything to do with the cards that are on the table, but it will. Page of Swords, Spirit. Show us the Page of Swords. We're watching, we're looking, we're learning. Watching, learning, studying, so we can take some action. Watching and learning. What is up? Are we watching people commune? What's going on? There it is. Two of Pentacles. Back and forth. Ten of Cups. Happy family. Knight of Cups. Expressing our emotions. Expressing our heart. Back and forth. Back and forth. Okay. I mean, that seems good. It's expressing our heart and emotions with the people that we commune with. I'm sorry, the people that we live with. But we're watching this back and forth, expressing our emotions, studying what's being expressed, paying close attention to it. What is being expressed? It may be love, it may not be love, it may just be other emotions on the heart. Whatever it is, there's a lot of back and forth here. Both parties are expressing here. Back and forth. Ooh, at the bottom, we have a Tower. It's something jolting has happened. Something shocking has happened. It's coming up at the final card here in the shared energies, but whatever it is has already happened. Maybe more happens later, but we're here because of this. So something happened and you guys are discussing it and telling each other how you feel about it. Okay. Let's look at your person showing up as the Fool. They look like they're ready for a new adventure, some kind of brand new start to something. Show us. Okay. And we have the Hermit. The Nine of Swords. And the Sun. And at the bottom, what brings us to that little lineup? Look, it's the Tower again. We're shining a light in the dark, seeing what's in the way here. What is in the way of your person's new start, new beginning, new adventure in life is a lot of stress. A lot of stress is in the way. They are worried. They're feeling anxiety. They're up at night losing sleep, crying, worried. Worry after worry. Each sword represents another worry. It's just the mind being flooded with all kinds of stress about their happiness. They have been stressed out and feeling all kinds of worry and anxiety about their ultimate happiness. That's what's in the way. They're stressed out. And we're also here again because of some kind of jolting event, something that's it's already happened. Both of you are definitely feeling it. Um, I hope it's something just tied up to work for them. But again, we don't know yet. We do not know yet. Hmm. Let's look at this ending. Let's see how this can clue us in. It's a painful ending. Something's over. Show us the Ten of Swords, please. And we have the Chariot coming up later. That's the vehicle to victory right there. Going as fast as we can, but we have the Devil. That's unhealthy behavior patterns, the Devil. And the Six of Swords, somebody moving on. The vehicle to victory, the Devil, moving on, creating distance and ending. Okay, this could be good. This could be good. At the bottom, oh my God, you guys. It's the Tower again. Unbelievable. That's why I shuffle on camera, because you wouldn't believe the stories that come out and how Spirit moves these cards. So we're really being given such a strong message here. I mean, out of 156 cards, there's only 2 towers, and we've seen a tower now 4 times. 3 up here and 1 here in the baseline. It's crazy how this is happening. So I say this could be good because there's an ending. The Chariot says we need to get to our goals as fast as possible. And it looks like creating distance away from this Devil, this unhealthy behavior pattern, and this toxic energy. We're moving away from it. But again, we're here. There is this ending because of this Tower, this jolting energy. Both you guys are feeling it. You guys want to get away from it. This is in the shared energy. So both of you, it looks like, want to move away from this. And you're both looking to reach a goal that feels good. And you want to do it as fast as possible. To move on to calmer waters and get away from an old way of doing and thinking and being around this unhealthy, toxic energy. And I don't know where it's coming from, but this is a real shakeup for both of you guys. And you're discussing it back and forth, expressing how you feel about it. You're tired. Your person's really tired of being stressed out here. It is in the way. They don't want to be stressed out anymore, and they just want to feel good again. They want to be happy. All right. Let's take a look at your next card, the Five of Swords. Ready to fight for something, and you will make the sacrifices necessary to do it. This is saying, I want to win whatever this is at all costs. And you've got the Chariot next. Again, reaching those goals as quickly as possible. Show us the Five of Swords, please. Temperance, followed by the Eight of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom, strength. Okay. So things are hard right now. Our strength wouldn't be here. But you're ready to fight. You're saying here that balance and healing is needed, but so are patience, and it's going to take time because we're in an energy of being stuck. We cannot see what to do next. We're unsure. We feel like our hands are tied. We're ready to fight, but we're feeling stuck. We don't know when it comes to healing this and bringing in balance and harmony into the situation. We're just not sure what to do. But as soon as we're sure, we're going to fight for it. The next card up is the assessment card. We're on pause for the moment because we are assessing the situation, the stability of the situation. uh, so that we can move forward and do what we need to do. But you're like at the ready. Here you're watching and learning, getting ready. And here you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Just tell me what to do. It's going to be hard, but I'm here to fight. And okay, let's take a look at your person. Finally see what this Eight of Pentacles is. Okay. And strength. Okay, what they're dealing with is tough. It's really hard. Calling in strength. The Empress. Did we see the Empress yet? No. Okay. And the Magician. Manifesting some kind of work in a very creative way here. Your person may be just so fed up with work that they want to go out on their own and create their own Eight of Pentacles, their own work, their own job. Maybe that's, I'm hoping that's what it is, and it's still leaning that way. At the bottom, we have the Four of Pentacles. Holding on tight, not letting go. Not letting go of work creation. Being strong through this, whatever this is. Taming all the fears. Keeping the energy. You know, strength and the Empress are the best possible energies to create from. Very, very calm. Very nurturing energy, very stable energy, very desirable energy, extremely creative. Creative work. And they're manifesting it. Okay, so that might be this new start. Maybe they're fed up and stressed out at work, and that's what you guys are discussing, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to help them, but you don't know what to do yet, but you'll figure it out. When they figure it out, they're going to let you know, and you're probably going to be right on board with that. Refusing to let go of this. This is like just something that they're working on with ideal energy. Let's look at the Two of Wands, looking at the future, long term. Trying to pick a pathway. Which way do we go? Left or right? Okay. The Nine of Wands. The Ace of Wands. And the Queen of Cups. All right. And at the bottom, the Page of Wands. So in the shared energies, you both are feeling guarded. You feel like you've been hurt a bit. Something has happened and you guys are feeling a little bit wounded here, but you're determined to persevere through it. There's an opportunity to make a bold move. That Ace of Wands is something new, something that takes courage, but you got strength. So your courage is here to do something that has this Queen of Cups energy with it. And that is beautiful energy, full on open heart. It's what we want to do. It's what we love to do. We want to pick the path that feels like that. It aligns with something that we love, something that we want to nurture, something that we care for. Opening up our hearts and our intuition and our nurturing nature to head in that direction, a bold move to head in that direction. What fills our cup? Both of you. Wow, maybe you'll go into business together. Could be. Page of Wands says there's a new interest. That's the direction that we're looking, and we're highly focused on it. We're ready to learn. Our hearts are open to it, and we are just highly focused like a laser on our future and what makes us feel really good. New moves, bold moves, courageous moves, moves that where we follow our inspiration. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, following our inspirations. Absolutely. This is nice. Okay, let's look at the Chariot in your column over here, Cancer. The Chariot. Getting to our goal as quickly as possible. It looks like here's where you take action. Lots of determination. Ready to go. Show us the Chariot. There it is, the Fool. Here's where we start our new beginning. We take off on this path like a banshee, quickly as possible. Queen of Swords. This is what is required. We're laying down the law. We're saying this is what we want, this is how we want it, and this is how it's going to get done. Ten of Pentacles, to build our legacy. Our legacy of all the things we ever wanted. We're about to fill our treasure chest with something that we want. And I feel like even though this sort of got initiated with your person, both of you are on this journey together in a very team-like way. Now I'm drawn back over here. Team-like, communing with others, working together with others. It's more than working together. We're celebrating. We're feeling really good when we commune with others. There's lots of getting together with other people in this work, in this teamwork that you guys are doing. There's lots and lots of choices here. You guys are going to have a lot of options about who you work with, who you play with, who you party with, who you commune with, who you help, who you get together with for whatever you guys are up to. Lots and lots of choices. Yeah, and that's the truth of it all. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. This is good. I like this energy. At the bottom, we have the Hierophant forever here. So this is what we're in alignment with. The Hierophant. In alignment with our higher self. In perfect alignment with what our souls want on a soul level. So it's big. This is really important. And you guys are heading in a really fantastic direction. Brand new starts. You're taking risks. You're putting yourself out there. You're setting rules, boundaries, limitations, guidelines, and requirements in order to build your dream life right here. Your treasure chest of this is everything we want. This is what we're interested in. This is what makes our heart feel full, and gets us away from just that awful energy of stress and anxiety and all that other stuff, moving away from the toxic environment as quickly as possible. Chariot, Devil, Six of Swords. Let's move on. Let's get out of here. Let's reach our goals and get away from the toxicity. And it looks like that's exactly what you're doing. Beautiful. Let's take a look at your person showing up. King of Swords. Let me remind you, this could be a professional decision maker right here. That's who you want in that type of position. They're the most logical. They put their heart in their back pocket. They're aware of their emotions, but they don't make their decisions from emotions. They make it from logic. So that's very strong. We already know we're opening up our hearts towards this. We already know it's going to feel really good. We already know it's a great interest of ours. We already know we're creating some kind of new work. We're manifesting it. We already know it takes courage, but we have the strength to do it. We already know you're ready to help them. Like at the drop of a dime, you are just ready to help and move this thing forward. You are completely on board with your partner. uh, romantic partner, but maybe business partner as well, because I really do see you guys working as a team on this. You're all in. You're all in. I think this is a business venture for the both of you. King of Swords. Show us the King of Swords in Cancer's persons column. There it is. Eight of Wands. Energy moving quickly. The Eight of Cups. Somebody's moving on. They're leaving something behind because they're being called someplace else. It's disconnecting from something because we got to go over there because this is only an Eight of Cups. We want a Nine of Cups or a Ten of Cups. None of this Eight of Cups. It's no longer enough for me. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. Was there good things there at one time? Yeah. At one time it was working for me, but now it's not. Ready to move on. Third clarifier. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Bringing in the balance, equal give and take is here. Everybody putting in their fair share. It's very balanced. Everybody's on the same page here. So it's not just them alone. It's you and them. And I don't know, maybe even a third party over here. Three of Cups, Three of Cups. It might not just be you two. It might be you two and another. Or even more than that. I mean, between the two Three of Cups, there's six people. So who knows how many people you're taking on this venture. But you got a lot of choices here about who you bring with you. It's nice to have options. Let's look at the bottom card. What brings us here? Six of Cups. Soul connection from the past. Maybe that's our third party. Maybe that's who's coming in. Somebody you guys know. It could be, listen, soul connections can be anyone. Family members, friends, co-workers. I mean, anyone in life that we meet can actually be a soul connection. But this is somebody that you guys have known for a long time. At least your person. And I'm thinking both of you because you're on the same page. Everybody's on the same page. This person's on the same page. This person from the past is on the same page. You're on the same page. You guys are ready to leave something behind. I wonder, this could be a coworker leaving with you guys. Like I said, it could be a family member, could be a coworker, could be all of these people because there's enough people here. Spirit is showing us with two Three of Cups that there really literally could be more than three people getting in on this. So very, very good. All right, here we go. Now we have another tower. Remember we saw it like 3 times back there? Here we go again. What in the world is this tower in the shared energies? It is electrifying. It really is. It's jolting. It's electrifying. I don't know if it's a good tower or a bad tower. I hope and pray that it's a good tower because I know you guys were stressed out and wanting to get away from a toxic situation back there that felt like, but maybe maybe we'll get more information. I mean, obviously we're going to get more information. Let me just stop talking. What is this tower, Spirit? What is this tower in the shared energy? The final card here before we get some advice. What is this tower, please, in the shared? There we go. That was with conviction. Okay, the World. Good, nice. King of Cups, perfect match to the Queen over here. That could be important. It could be another person coming in who's on board with the same energy. I do not know. Two of Swords. Well, that's not help. Okay, let's see. Oh, at the bottom, we have the Death card. Endings and transformations are what brings us here. The World, a big cycle, closing out. No more. So we're closing out this tower. So that's good. We're ending this tower. We're transforming things into something else. We have this King of Cups and the Two of Swords. I mean, the King of Cups is wonderful energy. It's masterful energy. It's a perfect match to the Queen. Uh, Specifically, the King is the calm in the midst of the storm. The Tower is the storm. The King is cool as a cucumber, um, no matter what. They feel the energies, trust me, they feel them intensely, but nobody's going to see them sweat. Okay? So it's cool energy. It's very supportive, very loving. Um, but then we have the Two of Swords. It's a little bit of indecision. Something that we can't see or that we don't want to see is here. And I don't know what that is. And I normally don't do this, but I do have a third deck. I'm going to pull it right now. I want to clarify this Two of Swords. What in the world is this? Something we can't see, something we don't want to see. I don't know. I don't think you guys are in the I don't want to see bracket, because you clearly want to see how you're showing up. You clearly want to see your way through this with the Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. So I don't think it's that you don't want to, but so there's something we can't see here. And it causes a little bit of indecision, undecided. It's like, I don't know. It's the I don't know card. Closing out a cycle, King of Cups, I don't know. King of Cups, I don't know. I'm not sure about it. But I am asking for more clarity, please. What is this Two of Swords? Okay. Justice. The Three of Swords. Temperance. We saw Temperance over here. Okay. Justice is about correct action, making things right, bringing in the balance on a major scale. And then we have the heartbreak, emotional pain and upset. And then temperance, patience, time, healing, more balance, harmony. How do we correct the heartbreak and bring in harmony? I don't know. Let's look at the bottom. King of Wands. Interesting. Here's what I think, and I'm not exactly sure. You guys know. I'm just going to tell you the energies of how this feels like it relates. This King of Cups, even though the King and the Queen are a nice match, I do not think that this King is now on board, because the World card says we're closing something out. We're closing out a tower, which is the stressful, toxic environment, I believe. But we also might be closing out this King of Cups energy. Maybe somebody who was a match for us isn't coming along on this ride. Maybe the King of Cups cannot see and doesn't know how to correct the situation with the sadness, the heartbreak, the emotional pain. They don't know how to heal it. They don't know how to bring in balance or make this right, make this better. They don't know how to bring in the harmony in the situation. So closing out a cycle with the King of Cups, it's the King of Wands helped me to say that. I thought it, but I wasn't sure. And then when I saw the bottom being the King of Wands, oh, and look, the King of Cups is right under that. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. But Spirit just confirmed it because I feel like this person is the same. The King and the King are the same. And then that just confirmed it. See how Spirit does it? I'm telling you, Spirit's amazing moving these cards. It's me that has to be the detective and figure it out. Um, and you guys ultimately know how these energies are applying in your life. But there's someone who was a match, who is very passionate. It's like the Queen of Cups is moving forward with the future plans. But the King of Cups, which I don't think is your person. Normally it would be your person. But this feels a little bit different. It almost feels like this is the boss in the old job, the old position, the toxic position, and they're saying right here they don't know how to correct the situation. We know you're unhappy. You're unhappy, and I don't know how to bring in balance here. I don't know how to bring in the harmony to switch your unhappiness to what feels good. They just can't see it. So I don't know. Maybe this is somebody that you worked with. Maybe it's not. I don't know. All I know is there's somebody here who's part of the equation, maybe even part of who you commune with or who you planned to commune with, that they just can't see it. This could even be, a family member who maybe I'm just going to come up with scenarios, which probably means it's not it. But it could be something like, the soul connection from the past family member who you go to say, hey, we want to start this business. Are you in? And they're like, you got one soul connection from the past that's in because they're on the same page. We saw that card. But over here, this person can't see it. This person's like, I don't know how to make you happy or if this new business or venture is really going to bring the harmony that you're looking for. The sun, the ultimate bliss and success and happiness on steroids for this new adventure that you guys want. Whoever this person is, whoever this King of Cups is also the King of Wands. Very passionate energy, very, authoritative and passionate, very confident in their actions. You want somebody with a masterful confidence in action on board. You want somebody with King of Cups energy on board with you. But they're here and it's just not, it doesn't look like it's going to go through because they don't have the same vision. They can't see it. They don't have the vision that you have to bring in the harmony that you and your partner have. So somebody's not on board. And it's a little bit surprising here maybe with this tower. It's a little bit shocking. We're closing out a cycle with this particular person who maybe we thought was going to be on board with this, and they're not. So now that I've really talked it out, that sort of feels right. Like that's kind of the scenario. And with that, now we have clarity. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. And now we can move forward and continue with our, plight of reaching our goals and taking action. It just might be without the King of Cups on board, at least for now. They can't see, they don't share your vision. But other people do. You guys do, and other people do. But the King of Cups, who you were sort of maybe counting on, they're having trouble deciding on this. They just can't see it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I'm glad we clarified that. So sometimes we just got to talk it out, and there it is. That feels right. Spirit advice. Advice for Cancer and their person going through these energies. Final advice. Final message to close this off before we pull an oracle card. What in the world do you want to say? There it is. Four of Swords. The Lovers. The Emperor. And at the bottom, the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is throwing me a little bit, but let's talk about the first part. The Four of Swords, taking a time out to get your thoughts clear. The Lovers, about this connection on your heart. I don't think it's, I don't know if it's talking about a person or the actual thing that you guys want to do, the business that you want to start, that kind of thing. It could be talking about this connection on your heart, the King of Cups, King of Wands energy, which would be represented by this Emperor, because the Emperor is the balance of all four kings, also representing an authority figure, somebody who's large and in charge. Taking a time out, taking a break to get our thoughts clear about this important connection that's on our hearts. The King of Cups would be somebody that's on your heart, somebody that's important, and the Emperor, the one who's in charge of it all. It could be Dad, it could be Daddy. We go to Daddy. Daddy, are you in with us? Are you going to help with this thing we want to do? And Dad's like, I don't know. I don't see how this is going to bring harmony to the situation at all. I just can't see it. I know you're upset, but how is this thing going to help? Kind of thing. That's just an example. The underlying energy is the Seven of Swords, which is a little bit sneaky energy. It's somebody who's ready to take some action, but kind of in a sneaky way. They're ready to move on. They're ready to leave, but it's kind of on the down low. Like they're not being exactly clear or forthright. It feels like some kind of hidden agenda. So if it is somebody who has authority or has some kind of control over this situation, you just need a timeout to get your thoughts clear about it, about this connection. Because maybe this particular connection that you were counting on, that you were thinking was going to be in your corner, yeah, maybe not so much. Maybe you're going to have to do it without them. Which means it makes me look back over here at the overall energy, Seven of Cups. We have lots of options and choices here. Some of them are kind of confusing. They have clouds surrounding some of the choices. It's not, so easy and clear to see every single choice of what, who we commune with, who we're connecting with on this venture. And it's eye-opening. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. It's like, whoa, there's a sword of truth or an arrow of truth poking at us, which is good. It's always good. An opportunity for truth and clarity helps us to be able to take the next action based on truth and clarity. At least we're not under any illusion here. But it's a little bit shocking that this person doesn't seem to be on board. It takes a while to wrap it up. Whatever this story is, it's obviously very specific for somebody out there going through these energies. I trust that Spirit will bring the right person or people to this reading to check it out, to know that you're being witnessed, you're being validated, you are being supported. You have a spirit team that knows exactly what's going on, and you can consult them in your trials and tribulations with who you're with, about these choices, about who we're connecting with, who we're communing with, who we're taking along on this journey, because you thought this person would be on board and they're kind of with this, wishy-washy, oh, I don't know, how's that going to help kind of attitude. And they're not on board with you. You don't want to take the stress with you. It'll be stressful learning about it, upsetting maybe, the Tower, upsetting, destabilizing. Don't let that stop you, because you guys have each other and you have other people who are on board, and you may think you need this person, this King of Cups, King of Wands, Emperor person, but you don't. You do not need them. You were just hoping that they would be on board. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Let's get an oracle card for you. But you know what? Forewarned is forearmed. If this hasn't happened yet, at least now you know by seeing this bird's eye view that this is a possibility, that this one person you were counting on might not be on board. You're going to close out a cycle with the King of Cups who can't see shit. You know, they don't have y'all's vision. You guys have a vision. You guys are ready. You'll find another way. They may even be the Mac Daddy of the help that you were going to get. Maybe they have the money. Maybe they're the backing. I don't know. You can find other ways. You have other people on board with you. And most importantly, you guys have each other. Your person, you, Cancer, are willing to fight for this. You believe in your person. You're like, I'm here. Tell me what you want me to do. I'm here. I'm ready to do this with you. You jump, I jump. The fool. Let's go. Spirit, what message do you have for Cancer going through these energies from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms? And if this resonates with you, or if you happen to just like the format of how we're doing things here, please throw a like, subscribe, add a comment, let me know what's going on. And I just would love to have your energy here to know how this is resonating with you. I wish you guys a lot of luck. I don't think you're going to need it. I think you got everything you need, honestly. Okay, the Metal King. It is card number 37, and it says discipline, armor, and boundaries. The Metal King, card number 37. And here is the message that Spirit wants you to have. The Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When you do, no matter how uncomfortable that task may be, everyone will benefit. He asks you to make sure you know where you end and another begins. Others' emotions are not yours, no matter how empathetic you may be. Another of the Metal King's messages is to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It's a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. Right on. It reminds me to look back over here when they talked about make sure you set your boundaries kind of thing, because this Queen of Swords over here, she's all about setting boundaries, rules, limitations, and requirements. So knowing what we know now and how this is wrapped up and all about this King Emperor person, it's the same person. The new beginning, the taking a risk for this new adventure you guys are doing, requires boundaries, rules, limitations, and requirements. And the Ten of Pentacles I read initially as for your legacy, for what you're building. And it may even be a family business, right? But setting rules, boundaries, limitations, and requirements for those that you bring along into this venture. So it may be saying, like, you know what? You can't see it, you don't share our vision, that's okay. Boundary, you're out. We love you, thank you, good luck to you, but we're going to go do this without you, kind of thing. So it could be something like that. Anyway, I hope it helps, guys. It's a very interesting reading, as they all are. Spirit tells a story every single time in an amazing way. And thank you for being here. I look forward to reading for you guys next time. Take care, Cancer.